Thanks, Troy. So good morning, everyone. Just for a rough overview, who of you is from the media area? Okay, and who's working in the non-media industry? Okay, that sounds good because probably if you're just working within media, what I'm telling you the next half hour or 20 minutes might be a little bit boring, but of course it's always interesting to see what else can be done with media. So let's start right away. My name is Sebastian Picklum. I'm working since 3.5 years at MovingImage. I'm product manager there, specialty in strategic product management. And well, of course, to show who we are, we got a video. That should be playing, but it doesn't. Okay, no worries. Okay, so this morning, this doesn't really work. Without a video, we are a Berlin-based company. We have roughly about 100 employees, and we are in the enterprise video platform space, meaning we are catering for enterprise businesses, cross-industry, cross-use case. Everything you want to do with video within the enterprise, we can do. We can enable every application within the enterprise to work with video. We now have more than 500 customers. Of course, our stronghold is in Europe, where we get, for example, 21 of the 30 German blue chip companies with Volkswagen, BMW, Bayer, global operating brands, but also hidden champions, which are still in the area of 5,000 employees plus. And what we are doing with them is, well, video. And video is very great because it's the media that is very authentic, it's emotional, it's comprehensive, and it's, of course, memorable. And this is something that you can use in many cases throughout the company because it works so well, especially in the digitalized area. And the generic thing we're always saying is that video is revolutionizing the way employees learn, communicate, and innovate within a company. And it's completely true. So every big company today relies on the use of videos. It started a while ago with, of course, product videos on websites and e-commerce spaces, with in-store television and stuff towards that you're using towards external consumers. But more and more of those use cases are internally, and we see today about 80 to 85% of use cases and of video content just catering the internal use cases within a company, meaning things like CEOs talking to their employees every week or every month to just get them on the journey of digital transformation and give them a feel that they are not just a small gear in the whole organization, but they are reconnected towards the C-level. There are things like recruiting and onboarding, sorry, especially for blue-collar workers. It's an ideal medium because they don't like to read so long text, but they watch a video on how things are done. So this is also rising more and more. And there are, of course, things like social intranet, so the Facebook for the intranet, where everyone can collaborate. And, of course, employees expect the same feature set than with Facebook, so you want to have video as well in your intranet. And last but not least, there are things that really kick in nowadays. It's, for example, 360-degree videos, which makes totally sense in a marketing perspective. It's a wow medium. Everyone loves it, and everyone has already a device in their pocket that supports it, but still is also used internally to stream live events in 360 degrees, so you really feel that you're there, but also for things like recruiting and onboarding, 360-degree video is really great. But most companies then usually ask if they never heard of enterprise video platforms, so why not just take YouTube? I mean, YouTube works, they have great technology, but as far as we see it, it's an ideal platform for cat videos. So when my fiancée is sad, I usually go on YouTube and get a cat video, send it to her, and then she's happy again. It's also a great channel for marketing-related stuff, for example. You have the community there, but still, for example, at the same time, it's very hard to get people from YouTube on your own sites. But nevertheless, regardless whether it works in marketing, YouTube never works in the intranet because you don't get the security features, the permission sets. You only have one single user account for your YouTube channel, and that is a big problem within enterprises. So, like 3 years ago, many companies asked us still, well, what's the difference between you and YouTube or you and Vimeo? And nowadays it's more, okay, we need an enterprise video platform, show us your features. And this is exactly how the market is now looking. So we have, especially with smaller companies in the internet use cases, very simply the big YouTube, and there are companies like Vimeo and Vistia. They are doing a great job there in the internet area. Then there are the online video platforms, which are totally awesome, especially for external media use cases, and where MovingImage, sorry, where MovingImage also came from. So we were a couple of years ago also an online video platform and developed towards the enterprise video platform, and that means that we are now in the market for very, very big companies, because for them it makes sense to deploy large solutions, and they have lots of applications, and they have lots in terms of intranet use cases. And so this is the part that is quite new, and this is a relatively small market because only a couple of vendors are in there, because only a couple of vendors can do enterprise video platform, meaning you have to master video technology, but you also have, in the same time, need to master things like security, permission, integration into different kinds of applications that are not really built to work and deal with videos and are not video focused at all. And so the typical enterprise video platform looks like this in a very, very simple way, of course. So you have a layer that is containing the video technologies that you need to have, things like transcoding, CDN, but also especially a CDN that works within the intranet, so eCDN solutions. You need to have a player, of course, and all those things you need to have in a way that can be used with a single embed code for internal and external use cases on all devices. And so it's kind of like OVP plus in that area. The next level down is more towards the application. So, of course, you want to start right away. You need to have a video CMS or video asset management system that you can directly use from your browser. You want to have an API so you can integrate into all sorts of systems. You need to have portal system. You need to have out-of-the-box integrations into different applications. You need to have apps and analytics. But all of those things are also quite similar to the online video platform business. The main difference in enterprise is usually that you want to also have creation tools for content, because in enterprise more and more people are content creators and not only content consumers. And last but not least, the foundation of an enterprise video platform looks nothing like a video solution. It's really an enterprise application infrastructure with tight security. So you want to have, for example, for every data object, in that case usually video, you need to have separate permission sets. You need to be able to configure who is allowed to do what with which content. You need to connect to corporate directories, single sign-on systems. So this is kind of like the standard stuff that you encounter within standard enterprise applications. And so we see it that an enterprise video platform is like an email server, like a file server. It's simply becoming a mandatory corporate IT service, because you don't want to have a separate video solution for every use case, meaning separate CDN for every use case, separate player for every use case, separate transcoding server for every use case. It's just a big, big hassle. And so the approach of an enterprise video platform is that you simply hook up every application in the company to your enterprise video platform, and therefore enable this application or the applications to work with videos across application borders. So a good example is usually marketing or comms. They are working with a digital asset management to manage their media files, pictures, PDFs, and videos, of course. So you upload it to your digital asset management. go there through a publishing process, and afterwards it's available then as well through the CMS integration or the intranet portal integration in other channels. And it's still the same video object, no retranscoding whatsoever, no movement of big data, just some metadata and maybe an embed code, and that's it. And that makes it very, very easy for bigger companies to use videos really everywhere, and you don't need to worry about which application currently holds the content, etc. From the other side, then an enterprise video platform is also a central integration hub of video technologies. So we are only a little bit over 100 employees within our company, but we need, of course, the full-blown feature set of everything that you need to do and have with video, from the player technologies, from enterprise CDNs, to video editing solutions within the browser. And so our approach is to partner up with companies that have very good solutions and make them enterprise ready by hooking them up to our platform, to our security infrastructure, and that makes their solutions available into every application. For example, imagine you upload a video and you want to have it automatically transcribed, so you can automatically subtitle it or make it searchable by the spoken word. And it makes totally sense to hook up speech-to-text service into the enterprise video platform. And if you do it once, it's available in every system that you have. And if you're figuring out, well, we use a speech recognition system that works quite well with common English, but we need to have something that is also able to detect special vocabulary from the medical sector, for example, or in Italian, then you can also swap out or add another service to this platform, meaning you can improve the way it works, and you only need to improve it on one single point, and this makes it very easy to innovate and rapidly update your complete IT infrastructure. But what are companies doing today with video? So we are saying, of course, videos are part of every enterprise application. And there's one use case I really like because it covers multiple sections. So this is Vodafone Europe, and sorry, they have a self-service support video portal where you can find everything from how to connect your router to your computer, how your invoicing is working, how you can cancel contracts, etc. And you can go there and look for some help. You don't need to call the hotline. And this was built because they wanted to reduce the load on the hotlines, so to save costs. Essentially, but if they figured out at Vodafone, well, which is really great. So if we are printing QR codes and shortcodes on our cartons, on the invoices, our customers can go directly to this portal and have a look, and this drives up user experience as well, because they're not frustrated, they get a very easy explanation of what they need to know. Plus, you get a lot of insights here, because you can exactly see how many people watch which video and which part of the video get replayed. So you know exactly where my customers are mostly interested in, where they might have problems understand stuff, and then you can see whether it's just a video or you have really a problem with product. So you generate a lot of insights there as well. Plus, they're using the same portal also internally, and internally, the employees can see all the external videos, but they're also able to upload and create their own videos, so they can share knowledge between them, and they have it also under access on their local workstations. So this is a very, very great tool for them, and it covers a lot of spaces, a lot of areas, and a lot of departments within the company, all from a single idea of making customer service a little less costly and drive user experience a little higher. But nowadays, so my video didn't really work because I embedded it streamingly here. We have an integration with PowerPoint that enables you to stream directly within PowerPoint itself, and that means your PowerPoint files are far smaller, so they're saving a lot of storage space. plus it's centrally managed, so meaning product videos, image videos, whenever they get updated, all of your PowerPoint presentations have the newest versions, and that makes it very easy to always be sure that the most current versions are used within the field. But what's really great is we're just about to launch a new add-on for Outlook, and that enables everyone within the company to simply record video or upload a video or record a screencast and embed that within an email. And that is a big driving point towards user-generated content, because we are bringing video generation where the users already are in their daily tools. And the people we tested it out with, they already loved it, and they thought, well, I don't need to explain how this Excel sheet is now working. I simply make a screencast and show it, and that helps a lot to make it more easy for the employees to communicate, and it's easier to comprehend, and it makes communications so much better. And the same thing is, you got nowadays really good cameras within your pockets with smartphones, and this is something that is really cool, because then you can go out in the field, you are not tied to your desk if you create video content. And so for many use cases, whether it's simply communicating or creating tutorial videos or simply recording what goes currently wrong and send it to customer support, it's very easy to do with such kind of applications that are working with an enterprise video platform, so you can use it for internal use cases as well and make video sharing very secure. We even got some companies that are thinking about using those sorts of applications for innovation management, so that the blue-collar workers simply, when they have an idea, they record it in video, they upload it, and then if the idea is good, it can be implemented, and the implementation can be fed back as video and motivate others to do the same. So this is really great, and more of use cases nowadays are focusing on employee-generated content, meaning in most cases, if we are enabling people to create content, they're figuring out good use cases where it makes completely sense to do so. And so we have things like this online video editing system, completely HTML5 based, works completely in the browser, and is very performant. And that already is in place with departments like customer support, where we can create tutorial videos, but also we have a company that does real estate, and the people there are trained to record some clips of the houses they are selling, and they are able to create a small trailer and a short presentation video with this tool and use that then in their website applications. What's also more democratized than in the past is webcasting. So, well, the CEO speeches, the town hall meetings, the investor calls, that was all already webcasting space. But nowadays, we are scaling it a little down. So everything that can't be done via video conferencing, so more than 20 concurrent viewers, can be done via webcasting. You can use a Mevo camera or your iPhone or whatever and stream out a live video stream to your colleagues, to your customers, to your partners to announce something or to kick something off. And you directly afterwards are able to stream it on demand with a very professional network that works within the intranet as well as within the internet. I already said that 360-degree videos is really awesome, and we are very surprised that this is something that is really getting traction within banks and insurances. Like, they're usually not the ones that have the newest technologies, but they said, well, this is working with our employees the best, and they're really using that for recruiting videos nowadays, and we even have some use case where a bank is moving from an old building to a new building, and they're moving from semi-private offices to open spaces, and everyone was afraid, oh, it's gonna be so loud, and they couldn't imagine how it feels like working there. And so they made a video and showed it to them, and they could simply watch it there with cheap cardboard devices and their smartphones. And then they said, okay, that's really nice. I can imagine working there. And so they eased the transition into the new office spaces there. And this is already a very big thing. And last but not least, what is the future bringing? So we are currently focused mostly about user-generated content, and that means a lot of content that doesn't really get tagged because no one wants to do that. And so we think next year or in 2019, there will be a lot of need for things like automatic content detection, automatic tagging, generating description of video footage, marking people, products, places in videos, and make the content searchable so you can really leverage big video libraries and find the relevant stuff in there. And that is everything about the enterprise video platform.
Put your hands together. Sebastian.